saying that I'm very honored and terribly grateful for everything that's been said and everything that's been done over the years. As I stand here and look out at the room, my whole life is before me. Each and every one of you represents a part and a piece of my experience, my meaning, my identity. There are people in this room from every walk of life that I've ever had. All of the parts of who I am, my being, my soul, my brain, my emotions, my love are in this room. And for a moment, we're all tied together. Over the last several weeks, people have asked in various ways, what makes Mitch tick? I listen, I don't just talk. Friday night, some of my dear friends from Illinois at a great jazz club with some of the best music I've heard in a long time said to me, well, what makes Mitch move is a good steak. That helps. And others have said, as you're about to witness, it's jazz. Yes, I love jazz. From the moment I entered Marquette University as a freshman in 1956, though I didn't stay very long, and listened to the Modern Jazz Quartet, I've always been a student and a devotee of jazz. I love it. They were correct. But as much as I love jazz, and as much as I love steak, and a lot of other things, what's impelled me and moved me is the challenges and experiences of my generation, of my time. As I see it, I answered the call of the civil rights movement. I answered the call of the 60s. I witnessed the personal sacrifices that men and women made, white, black, brown, Indians, all across the land. I marvel at their courage and their guts and their commitment, like my own wife, Frida, who laid her head against Caterpillar tracks in Pittsburgh to desegregate a construction site. I never did that. Like Reverend Reeves in Cleveland, she could have been killed, and he was. And of course, Dr. King gave his life in April of 1968. And I remember when my now wife came back and said to me, they've killed the nonviolent leader. And I didn't know that, because in those days we did not have television. And I remember the pain and the hurt and the tears, and going down to the Marquette Union, Brooks Union, where there was a TV, and watching Roy Wilkins and others talk about the impact and implications of the assassination of our leader. Yes, I was marked by those years and those experiences and those challenges and the goals of those men and women. And they've affected me ever since. So with all of this in mind, let me close my part of the evening by reminding all of you how important you are to one another. And let me say it again. Let me remind all of you how important you are to one another, and how important your will and unity is to advancing and defending the ethos and vision of the civil rights movement in higher education. None of us, after being here tonight, should ever forget the millions of stories of poor Americans who were inspired and empowered by a TRIO program, whether it was on the northern plains of the United States, or San Antonio, or right here in Chicago. Nor should we ever forget the intergenerational impact these TRIO students had on their own families. Their success are not dreams, but facts, facts, facts. So again, look to each other in this room, presidents, directors, counselors, and know that by working together, you have and you can continue to make America whole. Thank you all for this celebration.